Hello and welcome back. Just a couple of things before we get started. First thing I want to say is regarding the last video I posted, and I'm going to keep that. I sort of decided that I'm going to keep it because it's a little slice of reality, and I think that's important. You know, sometimes these YouTube channels can be just a little bit too perfect. So I'm going to keep it there. And I think, it's important to know that somebody can be very, very maybe efficient at their job or their calling, and in other moments still just be really goofy and silly. I like to say Jesus loved a party, okay, as much as the next person. So, not that I'm comparing myself to Jesus, but he is, for me, the pinnacle of what we can hope to be. So I've left that there, but the bit you didn't see was a couple of hours after that video was posted, and I actually sustained another concussion. So some of you will know I had one in, I think it was August of last year. So yeah, I have another one, which is why I'm not doing a healing at the moment, because that would not be a good idea. My plan had been to do a healing for my next video, but that's going to have to wait. And it's interesting because, I did mention that Mother Mary had asked me to slow down, and I even gave that advice to one of my viewers. Reason being, when you slow down, that's when you can really listen to your heart space and your intuition, get the messages more accurately. And I was doing none of that. I had such an action-packed week planned, but yeah, that's all gone to shit. And I've been forced to stay housebound, which is exactly what she wanted. And we have been having a lot of chit chats. It's interesting. Sometimes you do try to have fun as a way to run, okay? So I'm not too proud to admit that was me. So that's okay. Another knock to the head. Well, this one was to the face. And here we are. Okay, but feeling very, very clear, emotionally speaking. So it was worth it. I'd rather not do a brain cell recount because it's probably scary at this point. Okay. Did I say recount? I meant to say count. Why did I say recount? Okay, anyway. I probably don't have enough storage to unpack that. So the other thing I quickly want to say is that I've got my two sons outside watching TV. I can't make any promises where they're concerned. So hopefully we get this thing done, without either of them barging in. Okay. Now, before we start with the cards, I haven't actually been asked to do cards today, by the way. I'm doing them, so we'll see if they're helpful or not helpful. But I do feel like I just want to put that disclaimer out there. I haven't been asked to do cards. This is me, okay? Sometimes I go rogue, okay? But I do have a message from Mary, actually. This is a really, really important one. And I really wish that I had my faculties a little bit more than I do. I'm going to get it out as best I can. For those of you, by the way, who sometimes struggle with communication, and if this is helpful to you, try to remember that Moses was not a very good communicator. Yeah, he really struggled with articulation, to the point where he did ask God, are you sure you want me? I mean, I'm not very good at speaking. I think it's my brother Aaron you want, and eventually he even made a bargain. He was like, okay, can I bring Aaron with me? Because he speaks much better than I do. And God said, okay. So quite often Aaron did the speaking for him. But it was still Moses' energy that was driving the thing. But I just feel I want to say that may be for someone, yeah? Sometimes it's okay if words elude you. In my case, and I will start soon, but I just want to say this. It's funny because sometimes it's contextual too, isn't it? I find my words elude me when I have a really, really deep attraction to somebody. It's just really, really not helpful. Sometimes I think honestly, it's a wonder I've procreated because, I can be the flirtiest, funniest, craziest, liveliest person. I don't want to say lively right now in the current climate. I won't say lively. But yeah, catch my drift. I can be really, really just fun to be around. But then you put me in the same space as somebody who I have a really deep attraction to, and I'm not even joking. Sometimes there have been points in my life with maybe 3, 4 people in my life where I can't even speak. The words just don't come at all. Nothing comes out. And it's like, it's not just the words, it's that there's nothing going on in the brain to even speak of. It's like the brain shuts down because everything else is too hyper charged. So that's my story. I have my Moses moments then, but yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm having another Moses moment now, though. I don't think I'm making much sense at all. Okay, let's try doing this. Okay, Mary, what did you want me to say? I don't want to be drawing a blank right now. What did you ask me to say? I'm going to have to post this even with this intermission of thought. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you very much. So she wanted me to, she drew my attention to something that I heard a reader, a YouTube reader say in the last couple of days. And it was said as a joke, but it wasn't really a joke. And then it really got me thinking about it. So this person joked that they wouldn't do any kind of cross work with another channel, whatever you call that. They wouldn't, work with another channel publicly or make an appearance, that kind of thing, unless that channel was successful. And so this is the whole thing that she got me started on, okay? And it's hard because, it's not linear when you speak to these divine beings or characters, it's not linear. It's so all over the place, but I have to try and somehow put it in a linear format. That's the difficulty that I come across sometimes. She drew my attention to the stable that Jesus was born in. He was born in a manger, yeah. The king of all kings, the Sigma male. So many males are on the internet referring to themselves as Sigma males. It seems to be a thing. And it's starting to hit some of the young boys as well. It's in their vernacular too now. So many Sigma males, apparently. But he was the true Sigma male, okay? But he was not born with bells and whistles around him or, a big crowd watching him. He was born in a manger and nobody was allowed to know. He was born into secrecy and he was born into simplicity and humility. And that's how he carried out his life. Yeah, it's really, really important because, in particular, there's one that my attention was drawn to one who refers to himself as a Sigma male and refers to himself as somebody who carries or embodies the Christ consciousness. But there's a very big disparity between how Jesus lived his life and how some of these people are living their lives. For starters, this particular person who says that, but there are many, I've seen a few of you that do these cross readings. You only ever do them with people who have a tremendous amount of followers, right? But that's not what Jesus did. Who did Jesus pick as his disciples? People who were, by social standards, lowly characters. He picked a woman, which was really, really not the done thing back then. Not only did he pick a woman, but he picked, Mary Magdalene, who had demons. She was riddled with demons, right? And he picked her. So she would have been quite a social outcast, yeah? He picked people that were risky to his street cred or his reputation, okay? He picked people that were, beneath him. Not that he, particularly had a high social standing either. That's how you do it. That is how Sigma males or females roll, okay? And this is really, really important because I know people are going to come across this message that need to hear it. And you'll find I don't say, please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your friends. I've never said on this channel, share this. Never, because it's not to be shared. It's for particular people that are meant to get it. Okay. And I'm not doing this for views. In fact, that is proof that I'm really not doing this from my ego because I really, what's going on? Sorry, I'm running out of storage here. I should have stopped this a while ago because this channel is not a success. By our standards, it's not a success. And I'm doing it because I'm told to keep doing it. Because when I say, even if this message is only for one person, I actually mean it. Yeah, many people say that, but they'll still get 8,000 views plus, right? I'm saying that as somebody who really genuinely is getting shit all in return on the physical plane, but I'm still doing it because I'm told to, okay? So if this is only for one message, but it's not going to be. I feel like it's for a handful, actually. So Mary wants me to draw your attention to what a true Sigma male or female is. Yeah. Think about how Jesus lived his life. Yeah. He genuinely, people say, oh, I don't fit in. A lot of you YouTubers that I watch will say, I don't fit in. I'm outside the box. I dance to my own drum. I don't jump on bandwagons. But at the same time, you do, though, because you're still jumping on the popularity bandwagon, because there isn't a chance that you would ever work with somebody who you regard as being beneath your station. That makes you not like Jesus, okay? Because Jesus genuinely did not give a shit what people thought of him. Okay, even towards the end, he could have given them lip back, but he chose not to. Yeah, he could read the room. He knew his audience. He knew what to say and who to say it to. So yes, it's really important, I think, for everybody to think about sharing what they have. This is where we're going with this. One is, yes, it's a lesson in humility, and putting putting your money where your mouth is. If you say you don't care what people think, then prove it. Take a chance on somebody. Take a chance on somebody who you regard as being less successful than you, who you regard as being not helpful to you in any way. It can't be somebody that you are attracted to, because that's still self-interest, okay? Take a chance on somebody, and not me. Not me. This is not about me. Take a chance on somebody. If it's not a YouTube channel, if you own a business, take a chance on somebody that you see potential in, but maybe the rest of the world has overlooked. Because the time for altruism is now. That's the message she wants to get it across. There's a few messages here, okay? I'm doing the best I can because I keep getting told I'm about to run out of storage. The time for altruism is now. And the thing is, there's a big difference between being successful and being joyful, okay? So I, for example, would regard myself as joyful and not successful. All right. Why am I joyful? Because in spite of less than perfect circumstances that surround my life, yeah, my day to day, I'm going to say probably 80% of the time, maybe a bit more, I feel genuine joy. Genuine joy. Yeah. And so joy is, something that was quite easy for me to tap into. And I do believe that's because I always do what I'm told. Even if I don't see results for quite a while, I do as I'm told. I do what I'm guided to do. And my payback is joy. I feel happy on the inside, even though on the outside it may not look fantastic. Now, other people may be successful, but not joyful. You might be a wonderful manifester, and you can manifest success. You open a channel and it just skyrockets.